Hello friends, you are welcome to my physics digitizing channel. Today I will discuss about series LCR circuit. That is, an AC circuit contains an inductor, a capacitor and a resistor in a series. In the previous class, I discussed about alternating current, alternating voltage and average value, RMS value of current and voltage, and also discussed about average power and some AC circuit, pure resistive circuit, pure inductive circuit, pure capacitive circuit, LR circuit, shear circuit. Today I will discuss about series LCR circuit. And before going to discuss, now we introduce a complex algebra. Okay? We know the imaginary unity, say j equal to root over minus 1. If we write j into j, then we get root of minus 1 into root of minus 1, and it gives minus 1. Say a OA, say OA represents a line, and this is represents the magnitude of a vector, say A. Now we see that vector OA equal to vector A. Now if we multiply the vector OA, j into j OA, it gives minus OA vector, that is vector AO. What does it mean? It means that if we multiply a vector OA by j into j, then the vector is rotated 180 degree. That is, the vector inverted. So we can conclude, if we multiply j, then the vector rotates 90 degree. If this is OA, then this is j into A. Okay. Now see, this is real axis, represent a real number x. If we multiply it by j, then we get jx, that is, it rotates anti-clockwise through 90 degree. Again we multiply it j, then j into x equal to minus x, and this gives minus Jx. Okay. Here we see this is a vector O A. The magnitude is A, and the another vector magnitude B, and this is given by JB. The resultant is say R. Then the vector R equal to, we can write this A plus JB by complex number, and this angle is theta. That is, the vector R makes an angle theta with real axis. The magnitude of R is given by square plus b square under root. Now if we resolve R, then we get this is R cos theta and this is R sin theta. Thus we see that R equal to R vector equal to R cos theta plus J R sin theta. R vector equal to R cos theta plus J R sin theta, because R cos theta is real and R sin theta along the imaginary axis. Therefore, R vector equal to R cos theta plus J R sin theta. We know if we multiply a real number with J, it rotates anti-clockwise through an angle 90 degree. Now R equal to R common cos theta plus J sin theta. Okay, and from Euler's theorem we can write R e to the power J theta. This is called Argand diagram. So in Argand diagram, any complex number or any vector can be written as R e to the power J theta. Here R is the modulus or magnitude of the vector R, and theta can be defined as tan theta equal to, this is perpendicular and this is base. Therefore R sin theta by R cos theta. This gives tan theta, and we know R sin theta is the value B and R cos theta is the value A. That is, tan theta equal to imaginary part divided by real part. Okay. Now we use this algebra in our LCR circuit. In our previous class, we learned the voltage across capacitor and inductor and resistor. VR equal to I into R, voltage across resistor, pure resistor, and the voltage across capacitor VC. Here voltage across capacitor lags behind the current by an phase angle 90 degree. And also we learned the voltage across inductor VL, which leads the current through an phase angle 90 degree. Here VC equal to I into XC, where XC is the reactance offered by capacitor. This is VL, VL equal to I into XL, where XL is the reactance offered by the inductor. We see that here the VL is rotated through an angle 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, XL can be written as by complex number J omega L. We have learned that reactance offered by inductor is omega L, and XC can be written as minus J divided by omega C. Now we introduce this algebra in the series LCR circuit. Okay? Now we draw the series LCR circuit. Here the inductor, capacitor and resistance are connected in series, and alternating voltage is applied. V equal to V0 sin omega t. This is L, this is C, and this is R. We have seen e to the power j omega t can be written as cos omega t plus j sin omega t. Here we see that sin omega t is the imaginary part of e to the power j omega t, and cos omega t is the real part of e to the power j omega t. Therefore, the voltage V equal to V0 sin omega t can be written as imaginary part of V0 e to the power j omega t. So for the simplicity of calculation, we use this convention velocity voltage V equal to, this is voltage, alternating voltage, V equal to imaginary part of V0 e to the power j omega t. Imaginary part of V0 e to the power j omega t. First we have to calculate the impedance of the circuit. What is the impedance of the circuit? In LCR circuit, impedance is the resistance against the flowing of alternating current, and this is given by Z equal to, here three components are in series, therefore R plus XL plus XC, and this can be written as R plus J omega L minus J by omega C, and R plus J into omega L minus 1 by omega C. Just before, we see that if Z is a complex number, Z1 plus JZ2, it can be written as Z equal to mod Z e to the power J theta, where tan theta equal to Z2 by Z1. Here also the impedance Z equal to mod Z e to the power J theta, where mod Z equal to under root R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square, and tan theta equal to imaginary part divided by real part. Here we see that tan theta equal to Z2 by Z1. Here Z2 equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C by R. This is tan theta equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C divided by R. So we calculated here the impedance of the circuit, and it is equivalent to resistance in DC circuit. Now we calculate the instantaneous value of AC current. AC current I equal to V by Z. Here also the Ohm's law is valid. We know Ohm's law. From Ohm's law, V equal to I into R. Here R is replaced by the impedance Z, and we see that V equal to imaginary part of V0 e to the power J omega T divided by Z is the impedance, and this is mod Z e to the power J theta. Therefore, we can write imaginary part of V0 by Z e to the power J omega T minus theta. Now if we expand this, we get V0 by J cos omega T minus theta plus J sin omega T minus theta. But in our circuit, we apply the AC voltage V equal to V0 sin omega T. So we see that sine part is in the imaginary part, Therefore, we take only the imaginary part, and this gives our expected current I equal to V0 by mod Z, this is mod Z into sin omega t minus theta. I equal to V0 by Z sin omega t minus theta. Or I equal to V0 by mod Z means R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square under root sin omega t minus theta. This is our instantaneous current in the series LCS circuit. This is our peak value of current, I0 peak value, and this is sin omega t minus theta. Already we define tan theta equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C divided by R. Okay? Here now we have to find out whether the current leads or lags the voltage V, and it depends on the angle theta, and which depends on the value omega L and 1 by omega C. So here three cases arise, and now we discuss these three cases. Number 1, omega L greater than 1 by omega C. We see that tan theta equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C by R. If omega L greater than 1 by omega C, then we get theta positive. Okay? Theta positive means the current lags the voltage, and we draw the phasor diagram. This is VR. Here omega L means reactance across the inductor, and 1 by omega C reactance of capacitance. That is XL equal to omega L and XC equal to 1 by omega C. It is XL greater than XC. Then VL equal to I into XL and VC equal to I into XC. Now we draw. This is VL and this is VC. Here VL and VC are antiparallel, therefore the resultant voltage, this is VC, and this get VL minus VC. And this is the voltage. This is the voltage of the LCS circuit, total voltage, and this written as V equal to VR square plus VL minus Vc whole square under root, and the angle is theta. Here tan theta equal to VL minus Vc divided by VR, and which gives I into XL minus I into XC by I into R, and XL minus XC divided by R equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C by R, which we got earlier. Thus we see that when omega L greater than 1 by omega C, that is reactance of inductor is greater than reactance of capacitor, the voltage leads the current through an angle theta, where theta is given by tan theta equals given by omega L minus 1 by omega C by R. This is the first condition. Now we see the second condition. XL less than XC, that is omega L less than 1 by omega C. Then tan theta equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C by R. This is negative. What does it mean? Here from the phasor diagram we can conclude. Here VC is greater than VL, that is voltage across capacitance is greater than voltage across inductor, and the resultant voltage this is Vc minus VL, the total voltage V, and V equal to VR square plus Vc minus VL square under root, and this is the angle theta. This means that in that case the voltage lags the current I through an angle theta, and this tan theta is given by omega C 1 by omega C minus omega L divided by R. Okay. Now we see the third condition. Third condition is omega L equal to 1 by omega C. Omega L equal to 1 by omega C. That is tan theta equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C by R equal to 0. That is the phase difference between current and voltage is 0. What does it signify? This is voltage across resistance, and this is voltage across capacitance, and this is voltage across inductor. Here we see that VL and VC equal to 0. What? That is XL equal to XC. This means XL equal to XC. And we see that I into XL equal to I into XC. That is VL equal to VC. But we know that VL and VC are 180 degree phase difference. Thus the total voltage V equal to only VR. This condition is called resonance. when the inductance of reactance of inductor and reactance of capacitor is equal, then the voltage across inductor and voltage across capacitors are equal and opposite. Therefore, the total current is in this case is maximum and the circuit is pure resistive circuit. Here impedance Z equal to R square plus omega L by 1 by omega C whole square, and as omega L equal to 1 by omega C, this gives 0 and we get R. The circuit is purely resistive and the total current increases. In this case the current is maximum and this condition is called resonance. Now we see what is the power factor in the series LCS circuit. We see that tan theta equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C by R. If we draw a triangle, this is theta, and we get this is omega L minus 1 by omega C, this is R, and this gives R square plus omega L 1 by omega C whole square under root, and which is the impedance of the circuit. Therefore, the power factor cos theta equal to R by Z or R by under root R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. This is the power factor of series LCR circuit. Now we draw the current response curve of the series LCR circuit. Current response. This is the current response curve. Here the current varies according to the frequency applied in the LCR circuit, and we see that at resonance condition the current is maximum. This is say resonance frequency omega 0, and in this condition the current is maximum I max. When frequency increases, the current increases and it reaches at maximum when resonance frequency reaches. Okay, here we see we define two frequency, say omega 1 and omega 2. Here two frequencies omega and omega 2 are such that in these frequencies the power is the half of the maximum power. Power is the half of the maximum power, and the power is half when the current is 1 by root 2 times of maximum current, and this is I max equal to say I0, that is I0 by root 2. Omega 1 and omega 2 are two frequencies where the current is 1 by root 2 times of the maximum current, and the difference of these two frequencies is called bandwidth. Bandwidth delta omega equal to omega 2 minus omega 1. If the bandwidth is small, then the current response curve is sharp. Now if we draw another curve, this is here, this curve is for R1 and this curve is for R2. Here R2 greater than R1. If L and C remain constant and we increases the value of resistance, then we see that the resonance curve or current response curve becomes flat. That is, sharpness of the curve decreases. So what is sharpness? Sharpness of resonance curve defines how rapidly the current falls both sides of resonance frequency. Okay? How rapidly the current falls both sides of the resonant frequency. This is called the sharpness. Here we see that this number 1 and this is number 2. Number 1 curve is more sharp than the number 2 curve. And the sharpness of resonance curve is defined by a physical quantity that is called quality factor or Q factor. Q factor. If the Q factor is high, then the sharpness is high. Okay? And Q is defined mathematically the ratio of resonant frequency to the bandwidth. Q equal to omega 0 by delta omega. If delta omega decreases, then sharpness increases. That is Q proportional to 1 by delta omega. Okay? Now we calculate resonance frequency omega 0 and bandwidth delta omega, and also the Q factor Q in terms of L, C and R. First we calculate resonant frequency. Resonant frequency. At resonance, we see that XL equal to XC. If resonance occurs at the frequency omega equal to omega naught, then XL equal to omega naught L equal to 1 by omega naught C, and this gives omega naught square equal to 1 by LC, or omega naught equal to 1 by under root LC. This is the resonance angular frequency, and the frequency, linear frequency f0 equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. Okay, this is the resonant frequency of series LCR circuit. Now we calculate bandwidth. Now we calculate bandwidth of series LCR circuit. Bandwidth. We have already discussed bandwidth. Here we draw power versus frequency curve. In series LCR circuit, the power varies as frequency according to this curve. This is the maximum power, P max equal to Pm. This occurs when the omega equal to omega 0, that is at resonance frequency the power is maximum. We define two frequencies omega 1 and omega 2 such that in these two frequencies omega 1 and omega 2, the power is half of the maximum, and in this condition, when the power is half of the maximum, the difference of frequency W2 minus W1, this is called bandwidth. Now the instantaneous average power P equal to V0 I0 by 2 into cos theta. We calculated in our previous class. The term cos theta is called power factor, and this is given by R by Z. Also I0 equal to V0 by Z, R by Z, and this is V0 square R by 2 Z square. Power is maximum at resonance, and at resonance the phase difference theta equal to 0 degree. Therefore P max equal to V0 I0 by 2. We see that at resonance the circuit is pure resistive. Therefore we can write I0 equal to V0 by R, that is V0 square by 2R. Now the power P equal to V0 square by 2r into r square by z square, that is pm r square by z square. Okay, so power p equal to pm r square by z square, and according to our definition, omega equal to omega 1 and omega 2, then total power equal to pm by 2, and p is written by pm r square by z square equal to pm by 2. Or we get r square by z square equal to 1 by 2, or z square equal to 2r square. Z means r square plus omega L 1 by omega c whole square equal to 2r square, or we get omega L minus 1 by omega c whole square equal to r square. But we see that omega L minus 1 by omega c equal to plus minus r. Omega L minus 1 by omega c equal to plus minus r. We know the resonant frequency omega 0 equal to 1 by LC. Therefore, we can write omega square minus omega 0 square equal to plus minus omega r divided by L. Here we get two equation, omega square plus omega r by L omega minus omega 0 square equal to 0, and the another equation omega square minus r by L omega minus omega 0 square equal to 0. We get two equation, quadratic equation of omega. From this equation we get two roots of omega, and from this equation we get two root of omega. Here we write only the allowed root. The allowed roots are omega 1 and omega 2. Minus r by 2L okay. The roots omega equal to minus b, that is r by L, plus minus root over r square by square b square minus 4ac, that is plus 4ac 4 omega 0 square r by L divided by 2. And from this we get the allowed roots. Say omega 1 equal to minus r by L plus r square by L square plus 4 r by L omega 0 square by 2. Negative root is forbidden. Now from this equation we get omega equal to minus b, that is plus r by L plus minus over b square, that is r square by L square plus 4 r by L omega 0 square by 2. Here the allowed roots are omega 2. Only the allowed root omega 2 equal to r by L plus root over r square by L square plus 4 r by L omega 0 square by 2. This is the only allowed roots, and the other root is forbidden. Therefore we see that omega 2 and omega 1, and we get bandwidth delta omega equal to omega 2 minus omega 1. Omega 2 minus omega 1, and this give 2r by L divided by 2, that is r by L. Therefore we calculated delta omega equal to r by L. This is the bandwidth of series LCR circuit. Now we calculate the Q factor. Q factor we defined omega 0 by delta omega, and this is omega 0 by R by L, that is L, omega 0 L by R. This is the Q value or Q factor of series LCR circuit. We can also write omega 0 1 by root LC into L by R, that is 1 by R under root L by C. This is another relation. First relation Q equal to omega 0 L by R, and the other relation Q equal to 1 by R under root L by C. Okay, this was our class about series LCR circuit. Here we calculate current and voltage relation, their phasor diagrams, and we have discussed three conditions. We define resonance frequency, and current response curve, bandwidth, and also the sharpness, and also the Q factor of the series LCR circuit. Okay, that's all.